for the 2021. Welcome back, everybody. Good to see all of you. You know what? I've been accused, guys, since we are on a video of waving at the camera. Okay, I do it. Okay, I do. I know. I gotta stop that. So whatever. But anyway, but good to see all you guys, and welcome back for the first episode, right?
Yes, first episode of 2021.
We made it.
Well, we're so glad. You could have been anywhere in the world, but we're so glad that you made it here. To all the studio set stages out there, it is a privilege to be here in front of you guys once again.
That's right, guys. You know, this is really just a chill episode, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a little exhausted. As you can see, today is our Founders Day, and we have been just having festivities all day and just having a really great time.
Happy Founders Day. I just want to say Happy Founders Day, Cynthia.
Thank you so very much, and I accept that for all of the millions of beautiful sorors who are here, who are making the world go round. So I love you. Shout out to all my sorors out there doing it big. Yes. We have been I've been chanting, we've been ooping out. You already know. Right. So I represent Beta Eta Spring 98, and of course my home chapter right now, MRIC Marietta Roswell.
Okay.
Alumni chapter. So love you guys so much.
Yes, indeed. Happy Founders Day to all Delta Sigma Thetas out there.
They thugs out there. But so how you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing good. New
year.
Can't complain. It won't do any good anyway, as the elders would say. Yeah. But I tell you, man, it has been eventful. We came into the year, with a lot of weird things going on, a lot of wild things going on, but not surprisingly.
No,
not surprising to me. But as they say, time keeps moving forward. And like I said, this makes we're going to be entering our third season. We are, guys. And you know what? We are here just because of you guys. So thank you. Yes. Thank you so very much for riding with us. So as promised, we're talking a little bit of politics because we have to, like we said before, in 2020. Yes.
Politics dictates everything, guys. From what you eat into where you're living, where your kids going to. I mean, it's just you cannot. Yes, this is Studiosetstage, but you have to talk about politics because it's in every facet of your life, man.
It dictates policy. Determines from the federal all the way down to the local, down to the local ordinances, even with 2020, with the past election, we emphasize, the importance of voting, and how the vote and your right to vote has been devalued among, certain classes, certain races.
Don't let them do it. You
can't do it.
But I'm gonna say, we rose to the occasion, right? With the runoff, man. So congrats, just kicking it off. Congrats, Reverend Raphael Warnock, and also congrats to Senator Ossoff.
Yes,
hey,
John Ossoff and Raphael Warnock.
Yep.
They definitely turned it from red to blue.
Yes, we came out, baby.
But just overall, just really exercising that right to vote, man. It showed that the vote is powerful, man, and your voice is powerful. So you got to continue
beyond.
You got to go beyond.
I'm gonna tell you. I know we have so much social unrest right now, but I'm gonna tell you, Martin, like this is just an amazing time to be alive, y'all.
Yes,
do y'all feel the same way?
Yeah.
Like I feel like something is happening. Like yes, we be stressed. You all can imagine. You got kids, you got your career, you're trying to figure out the profession, you're trying to figure out so much. But on the flip side of that, y'all, it is like it's a great time to be alive.
Yes.
An awakening, I should.
Right. Not only is it a great time, Cynthia, but it's an interesting time to be alive.
I know.
I mean,
I know.
I've seen, we don't
want to mention his name. We know.
Right. Yeah. We've seen a lot, but I tell you, this is the most interesting time.
Yeah.
Some people might find it entertaining. Some people might find it shocking.
Yeah.
Some people might find it like, man, what in the is going on?
Exactly.
But it's interesting time, and we have to not be distracted. Don't let the distractions become your priorities.
And that's exactly what it has been. It has been a distraction.
After distraction.
It is. So just to recap, guys, we know that a coup was staged.
Yes.
On the Capitol in Washington. Absolutely. When I first saw it, guys, and like I said, this is something that we could talk about, for 30 years, and they will be talking about this 30, 40, 50 years after, 100 years after this. It will be in the history books, I'm sure. But yeah, no, seriously, I thought I was watching a movie, just watching all the news channels.
Mm-hmm.
And you saw these people, scaling the wall of the Capitol. Busting glass, guys. Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, all over. I mean,
people dying.
Right.
People carrying Confederate flag. I was just like, this has got to be a movie.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm an actress also. I was like, they didn't call me. They didn't call me. They did not call me.
Right.
This has got to be a scene from a new movie coming out.
Right. Why didn't I get this call for this audition? For this?
Yeah, exactly. I was one of the secret. But anyway, I mean, we make fun, but just a super serious situation that this current president incited.
Yeah. And as we are doing this right now, they have for the second time have impeached, the current president, even with just maybe less than 7 days left.
Yes. He should be stripped. He should be stripped. I mean, let's just be real with it. He should be stripped.
And missed the time when we've gone through a lot in the past year with the pandemic, with just the social unrest, the injustices. But ironically, in a way, Trump did reveal and he peeled layers back upon just the status, the climate of the country. So in a way, not trying to sugarcoat or, justify his behavior for what he did and what he has done. But, in a way, it has made us aware, more aware of what is at the core within the fabric of this nation.
And what is that, as we all know? Racism. I mean, you can't sugarcoat. I mean, you can't. What else can you call it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nothing else but racism.
Yeah.
People revealing the true racist in our society.
Yeah, systemic.
Yeah,
systemic.
Exactly.
And it's been systemic. It's been, at the core for a long time. And, it's almost like that analogy of when you keep sweeping stuff under the rug, it will start to stare you in the face.
Yeah.
And I think, the climate it's been swept under the rug for so long that now it's staring us in the face.
It's like a pressure cooker, a pressure cooker, after it gets to a certain point, the top blows off, right? And that's where we are. We are at that, I just look at the current guy who's sitting in the office, in that position. Total disregard for what that office means. Total disregard. Honestly, and I was telling you already know, I told you off air.
Yeah.
He's gone on to the next thing. You know what? He is so over the presidency. I think only thing he think about now is like his money. Honestly, his money and whatever. But he didn't care about the presidency. He never did.
Yeah.
He never cared about.
Well, like you said, it's not anything new. If you do diligence, then you do your research.
Yeah.
Almost 2 decades ago, he was interviewed and he said, if I ever ran for the presidency, he said I would run as a Republican, because he said they were the most gullible, the most manipulative, party.
Yeah. They actually have a tape, guys. They actually have a tape with them actually saying that.
Now, I'm not making this up.
No, we're not.
You guys can Google it, check it out.
Yep.
Definitely Google it. It's probably on YouTube and whatever, but definitely it just shows how how the layers have been peeled back. But right now, as the president-elect comes in, this whole new regime.
President Biden. Hello, Vice President Kamala Harris. How you doing? Shouts out to you.
Yes, indeed. We just
can't wait for you to get there. it's like we would. Anyway, we just can't wait. I was actually thinking about this. I was like, you know what? It should be where whoever is elected, the new president, right? The previous president, they should say the next day, they should say, thank you. It's been great. You were awesome. We got to escort you out. Like, I think that should be part of, I know. But I'm just saying, because everyone is afraid about, what is this man going to do in these last, weeks of, of his presidency? If we could just eliminate that from ever happening again. If someone else different wins, the next day, they're out of there.
Well, I tell you, in a perfect world,
I know
all of that, but as we all know,
I get it.
Right, this is not perfect, and the process has a lot. I mean, there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. So the thing about it in the past, if history ever tells you anything, is like once you start, like Rome wasn't built in a day, change is not going to come easily. It's not going to happen overnight. So, we must continue to keep pushing, and do what's right.
That's right.
Just do what's right. In my opinion, because, for so long, like I said, we've been spoon-fed certain things to warp our perception of how things, what needs to be done, or why this needs to be done. Do I even have a voice? Or this not even worth me spending time to vote?
We now know you have a voice, and your voice matters. So listen, if you are just joining us, this is Studiosetstage, our very first episode for 2021, third year. We are so proud, and we are happy to have you. I'm Cynthia Mallard.
And I'm Marq Dean.
And just like I said, we're just running down some of the top things that happened, not even 4 or 5 days into the new year.
Yes,
but like I said, we're on to bigger and better things. I remember them, kind of breaking news that Trump was not going to attend an inauguration. And we said, good riddance, right?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, those things are small to a giant.
Small things to a giant. I get it.
And you got to understand, again, you can't get distracted right now. Now more than ever, I realize throughout everything that's been going on is, at the end of the day, does it affect your ability to create, to go ahead and that idea that you had, why not start? Why not implement it? I'm kind of speaking to all of the, people that, are, maybe thought about becoming an entrepreneur, thought about, saying, listen, I'm tired of working for somebody else.
So basically, we were talking about goals, right?
Yes,
so you
goals.
Go ahead. So guys, we were talking about, we want to get into, this is 2021, right? Obviously, there are so many different events, there's so many different things that are happening every single day, right? Like Marq Dean, you always be saying, don't let your distractions become your priorities, right?
Yeah.
So for 2021, everyone always sets these amazing resolutions, right? I am not exempt. I'm sure you're not either. So over the years, it has been you'd be like, I'm gonna lose 100 pounds by February.
Okay. What you believe, it's your reality. You believe you can do it.
Somebody else is right. Okay.
Right.
Anyway,
it's my point. Right.
But so we were just saying, it's really not about the resolutions. We just want to really focus on the goals. And making sure those goals become reality. The steps is what I should say. So I should say the steps the steps of your goal, right? So the steps leading up to whatever your goal is. Because I just feel like that's just so much more realistic. That, like we're living in the reality right now, okay?
Right.
So the steps, I think, are more attainable. I mean, I mean,
you're right. I mean, it comes back to, like you said, you know, people talk about resolutions, but really it's about setting goals. And at the end of the day, when you set goals, you know, and you know, from not you might want to paint the big picture, and it's important to do that, but you have to start the process and do what's doable. Number one, do what's doable. Do what's doable. I mean, you know, you might have someone over there saying, well, yes, I want to do this and I'm going to achieve this in this time. And look, it's kind of going to be important to realize, okay, time plays a role in it, but you got to start, you know, when I've talked and taught, you know, with entertainment, like I've said it before, you know, in this thing is always the end result. People see the end result of this, you know, when you hit, you know, hey, I'm going to go on YouTube, I'm going to go on Apple Podcasts, I'm going to go on, you know,
we could talk about that all day long.
Right, you know, and you hear it, but, you know, it's work that's involved.
And it's work that a lot of people are not wanting to do. It's like, you know, do you want to be up all night? Whatever it is, does it take you being up all night?
Exactly.
Does it take you getting just 1 hour of sleep a night? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want to sacrifice, you know, for that, especially, you know, if it's not for you. If it's not for you, if, like I said before, if you don't carry the stamp that this is what your life's work is supposed to be. You just jumping on it because you see somebody else that's their stamp, and you're like, I'm about to go over there and try to recreate that.
Right. It's like I get it. It's like you're trying to keep up with the Joneses, and you're not really walking in your purpose. Or you haven't realized what your purpose is.
You know what? I was you know, we were talking about this off air, guys. So I listened a lot to TD Jakes. And I just find his messages just all inspiring, just amazing. But anyway, you know, he was talking about how everyone, you know, is always like, oh, you know, like, what's my purpose? You know, Pastor, you know, can you tell me what my purpose is? You know, whatever. Right. And I kind of laughed or whatever. And because he was kind of mocking people who were saying that. Tell me what's my purpose, what my purpose is. That's how he was saying it on the broadcast. Many of you guys know who actually listened to it. But he was just saying, don't, like, right now, like, don't worry about the purpose. And I get it. I get where he was going. He was like, focus on your season. Focus on, like, what you're going through, what you're being drawn to. You know, what is it that you're doing every day? Like, what is calling you? Not, like, stop worried about, oh, what's the purpose? Like, I'm going through the forest, I'm looking for it. But you're actually, like, I don't know, baking cakes every day, and you're taking it to the homeless shelter. Right. And the homeless, the shelters are calling you because you have something that you know, that's your season. You're in that season. And analyze what you're going through, where you are, what you are in at that moment.
Exactly. Because and sometimes, you know, like you said, a hint to the wise is sufficient. And a lot of times that's when you might get the hint of, okay, maybe I need to follow this. Maybe this is something, and it doesn't have to be, well, bang, it just hits you in the head, and then you're like, oh, it doesn't happen like that. Sometimes it's the smallest thing. True. And you have to pay attention. You know, sometimes we be so fast, you know, and you know, hey, everything's microwavable now. You know, accessibility. People want quick access to certain things.
Give it to me now.
You know,
I'm like waiting for it.
Like my grandmother said, though, you know, she used to say all the time, Rome wasn't built in a day. So you have to know that, first off, again, like you said, you know, there's a season, but at the same time, you know, start the process and do what's doable.
You know, we're talking about, guys, you know, this steps, you know, I think, you know, we were just talking about goals, right? You know, and sometimes we get, our eyes are bigger than our belly.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know,
right.
and we all know what that means. You just gotta take those baby steps. You want to be a clothing designer, you know, a clothing designer like I follow that I really like, and you guys probably know him too. Black owned, Rich Fresh. And I just kind of just discovered him, guys. If you don't know him, check him out. You know, he's a designer. He's also part of the Studiosetstage world. He creates these amazing frocks, these amazing suits.
Yeah.
You know, of course, they start at $5,000. Like, yeah. But you got to go back and listen to his story. And the baby steps that he took to become this amazing, you know, multi-million-dollar designer. And it just start speaking it, you know what I'm saying? So I know for this episode, we really want to be candid. And we'll start out, you know, first, like, you know, what are some of the goals that, you know, individually that we're, you know, looking, you know, to work on, you know, exactly. I mean, I can ask you, like, you know, you mind revealing?
Yeah.
Maybe one thing that you know.
Well, you know, one of my goals that I'm definitely looking at that's that I've started the process on is I'm in grad school.
Yes.
So
yes.
You know, and it wasn't an easy decision.
Yeah, I hear that. Marq is in grad school, and let me tell y'all, he been doing this for a while, right? Like real low key, real under the radar, just trudging through.
Yeah,
just trudging through, man.
That's what it's about.
I mean, congrats though.
Yeah.
I totally admire you. You know, no, seriously, for doing it. Like you were saying, it wasn't easy, right?
No, it wasn't easy.
Decision.
It wasn't easy at all, you know. But when you look at you know, where you are from a realistic standpoint, and you know, you weigh the pros and cons of everything. You know, like I said, you know, you don't go into anything haphazardly, but you know, I realized that, you know, with grad school, you know, it's definitely a you know, you have to commit. You know, it's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice. You know, a lot of early mornings and late nights. But at the same time, when you have identified, you know, like you said, you set some goals.
This is what I want. This is what I need. Basically, this is what I want. This is what's going to put me in a better position.
Right.
You just swallow it.
Right.
You bite the bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you go through it because, you know, again, like we said before, you know, you have to take on the qualities that, you know, hits are all around, like time. Time doesn't stop. It doesn't go sideways. It keeps moving forward. So if you keep moving forward, like time, and understand the value of that, and how that can affect your decision making, you know, and I had to, you know, look at those things and set those, you know, set priorities and not let, again, the other distractions, because there's plenty of distractions that can pull you away. You know, life in general, you know, will pull you. You know,
there's always some teetering. There's always some teetering moments, guys.
Yeah,
I can
exactly.
I mean, and you know this. Just, you know, you just going through life, y'all. Right. You know, one moment you're like safe, you know, you're in the boat, you chilling, you in the yacht, you know what I'm saying? It's rolling, right?
The perception of safe.
Hold on.
Right.
Yeah. Then the next moment you on a log, holding on for life.
Yeah.
And you're like, here go my big, you look at this big wave that's about to come and suck you up. Then all of a sudden you jump back onto the yacht. Oh God, y'all, I just be like,
it's like you messed around, you was having fun, and your pedal dropped, and now you heading straight to the waterfall.
Guys, if I could tell you, guys, if I could tell you all the times, guys, I literally was like, I'm about to get swallowed up. And you know, it's my fault, and God has forsaken me. And then I got held up again.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. And you know, sometimes you have to honestly, and we were talking about this earlier, where certain things that you might have planned out and said, well, hey, it's gonna happen this way. Well, it didn't, you know, and the thing about it is life is made up of, within the journey, you have to adjust. You have to be able to recalibrate, if you will. You know, and you know, it might not you might not end up the route you wanted to go, but you'll still, if you stay consistent, you stay focused, you know, you'll end up at that destination.
So one of your goals, basically get, you know, to secure your master's degree, right? And so with the steps that you're going, we are praying, right?
Yeah.
We send a covering over you,
right?
That you will receive that.
And
so
yes.
you know,
yeah. Well, what about you, Cynthia?
Yeah. So, so I got a lot of goals, right?
Yeah, we got a lot of them.
I'm that person. I'm guilty of you know, eyes bigger than my belly. But one little small goal I've always wanted to do. I think I've always wanted to announce an award show.
Okay.
And you know, of course, like, as I've worked in the business for a while, know a couple people. But that means nothing. You really have to. I mean, it does mean a little something, but you really have to have the talent and the know-how. So it's the relationships and it's the talent, right? You know, together. And you take those baby steps, because announcing an award show, like getting a master's degree, it's big. That's big. You know, it's, to me, in my mind, that's big. For someone else, somebody else might be like, oh, that's the pitch. But for me, in my mind, and for you getting your master's, that's huge. For me, I think it's huge too. But for me, announcing an award show, just one of the things that I would love to just be like, you know, I did that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've announced, like, I've traveled, I've been on tour, and I've announced. It's kind of similar, a little bit similar, very little, but I mean, I've announced basketball games, you know, on a large scale. In very large, like, NBA venues. And hey, not to digress, but man, it's taking you around the world. And it has, and it has given me a step. So that's one of my goals. Just trying, because I mean, sure, you know, you got to think about the competition. You know, everybody, who wouldn't want to, you know, do an award show. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's a skill, and I think it's something that there's a certain particular art that I see in it. I think it's an art. I think it's an art to it. I mean, you know, and I'm weird like that. In this thing, like you said, Sam, and I agree wholeheartedly with you. In this thing, it's about, you know, it's a craft, and you know, I remember, you know, this actor, he said, man, you take care of your craft, it will take care of you. I should be doing more though. I should be doing more. I'll be honest with you. Like, I feel like, I guess with a new baby, in the middle of this pandemic, like I literally, like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, I feel like I'm not doing all that I can to accomplish that goal. It's a new year, 2021. And look, we just said Happy New Year. So this is right at the top. So that's something I get down about, guys. I mean, honestly, I'd be like, oh man, maybe you know, sometimes, you know, you think about it, you'd be like, am I shooting too far? Am I shooting, you know, maybe I need to stay down here. You know, I have those thoughts too. So don't think that every day I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna bust this out of the park. No, I don't. I like to think I'm thinking that way every day. But everybody has their hills and valley days. I mean, that's what it's about. That's part of the journey. You're gonna have your highs. You're gonna have your low moments. And I tell you, you know, it's easy to get weary. But that it all comes back to having the right mindset. You know, just as easy as, you know, you can pull negativity in, you know, you need to always nourish your mindset with being positive, you know, and making sure that it doesn't skew y'all hear that
your view.
Positivity.
You got to stay positive.
Is real, guys. It's not no blop or cluck or cliche stuff. That thing, it works. It works. It works. It works. I mean, you know, when you feel like, oh man, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this, and then it could be just something that, you know, might be a song that you hear that might be something to inspire you, or it might be something that you've seen, you know, on a post. You might have listened to Studiosetstage. And that's what we hope. We hope. It might have been that you listened to Cynthia and Marq, and you got the idea, and it forced you to, you know, it planted the seed, you know? And that's what it's about. You know, it's about, you know, taking
that positivity and spreading it.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can spread it all around like fertilizer, so it can fuel your creativity, fuel your ideas.
This show, you know what I'm saying?
That's the purpose.
It's a goal, I know you said, master's degree, we're going to keep going.
Yeah.
Me announcing an award show, this show, a big goal for us, step by step, it's just to advance and just to bring you more variety, to bring you things that you really want to hear, that you really want to, talk about, or things that you really want to hear our take on it, right?
Yes. And to be inspired, to stay motivated, because in this time, hey, there's enough negativity going around. We need to spread positive, and that's what Studiosetstage, that's one of the main purposes of it. Even when we do this, as we doing this now, I feel positive. I feel like, it's boosted my motivation to keep going, because like I say, most people say, well, it's around this time, I'm about to go to bed. No, not for us, and this thing is a 25/8
You would not believe I have not had hardly any sleep, and I am operating off of fumes. I'm actually operating like I was like when I was in college, and but like I'm not like 19 and 20 years old anymore. Some of you guys out there can relate. When you was in school, right, like you would go for days. Sometimes I feel like you haven't slept, but you still were up. You was up. You was going. You was walking. You was clubbing.
Even
you
on top of
everything.
that, get an energy drink, man, with some no-dos, and just keep on rolling.
You just keep on rolling. You might crash, but then you jump back up. Now, when you get older, it don't work.
It might be a cup of coffee, and I might want to eat a little something.
Your leg might fall off.
Might fall asleep.
For like 6 months. So anyway, you guys get what we're saying. Yeah. But it's our goal to continue the show and just to get better. Right. Like I said, talk about things that you care about. Yes. And talk to some people who can bring some insight into the topics that you're into as far as Studiosetstage is concerned.
Yes, indeed. I mean, one thing about it, you want to continue to expand. And like we said earlier, become aware. Become aware of the things. Become aware of resources. Become aware of information that you can use. These are tools that you can use. I say Studiosetsstagers. There's meaning behind that. As you go from the studio to the set to the stage. That's right. And what you're trying to accomplish, if you're that aspiring actor, if you're that aspiring producer, that screenwriter, that recording artist,
that public speaker.
Yeah,
you're in the shadows right now. You're in the shadows right now, and we understand the shadows because I mean, like I said, we were once in the shadows. We might still be in the shadows, whatever. But everybody has that time, to progress. When you got the spotlight on you, in whatever you're doing, guys. Like, don't get it twisted. Of course, Marq Dean talked about lyricists and the singers. Yes, but just whatever you are doing, you can relate. Going from just a place where people just didn't even want to listen to you to the place where you are the person, you are the man, you are the woman that people are coming to. So that's what this is all about. So that's one of our goals, right? Just to get bigger and better and just bring more to you when it comes to the show. So what else? So what else we got for you? Yeah, I mean, for me,
definitely, as I've always been kind of an entrepreneur in the sense of, my purpose, what I want to do, combining that because, we are in the business and business is a longer word than show, than music, than acting, whatever in media, you have to understand how I have messed up.
Can I just tell you how much I have messed up, guys, in business and just trying to figure this business out. Y'all would be like, Cynthia, you are dumb. I knew that. You would say that.
Well, I say this.
I'm learning. I'm getting better. Right. I'm getting better.
You might have been just not dumb. You might have been just ignorant to, and that can be corrected through awareness. Yeah. Like we said, through awareness, through learning, through acquiring the information that you need to, hey, get it right. Right. I've said before, there are no rules in this thing, but there is a process.
What else? Okay, next go for you.
Like I said, next goal, business, launching masters, definitely gaining more control of time, more control
of time. You about to stop time?
Man.
You about to control the time?
Hey, in order to do that, the process, you get the process so you can gain freedom.
Am I sitting next to
more time, American more freedom.
God? What's going on?
Hey, look, you can speak it into existence,
I know,
guys.
I know.
But you know what I mean. Yes.
You about to stop time?
No, using time as your friend and not your enemy.
Man.
For real.
Man.
Use time as your friend and not your enemy.
Yeah.
Because, you might say, well, man, I ain't going to waste time on that. But that could be the one thing that could give you more time for when you really need it.
I'm going to tell you, next thing for me, to read more books, guys. I literally y'all, I love to read. I mean, but recently, I would say the last 10 years, as far as hard, books, real books,
right.
Hard, cover physical books. Yeah. I know we got the Kindle and stuff like that, but just from cover, to back cover, finishing a book. Yeah, y'all see. Y'all see?
Yeah, we see.
Y'all see who book this is, right? Do y'all see that?
Well,
do y'all see that?
Now I can.
Yeah, okay, all right. Y'all see that?
I can see it.
At the fingertips. At the fingertips. I just picked up a Tyler Perry book. Hey, Tyler.
Right.
But so to read more books, I just feel like, I haven't read a lot of books like I used to.
Right.
When I'm in my 20s, I used to read a lot of hard, big books. And now I'm just I've fallen off. And so I feel like, to expand your mind, you got to put some information in there, guys. I don't know, are you guys with us? You got to put some information in your brain.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. I mean, just like you need physical nourishment, hey, you get hungry, you got to feed the mental. You got to feed your mind, because mind power is extremely important, especially now at this moment in time. Yeah. For me, hey, when you used to writing 30-page papers and so, it becomes second nature.
Yeah.
It becomes second nature. And, for me, like you said, it has pulled me away from just, reading just on a casual, from a casual standpoint, but I tell you, I've kind of made some substitutions for it, but like you said, reading is fundamental, Audible, I'm telling you, when I want to just say, kind of unpack, kind of decompress, sometimes it's good. Some people might, want to watch a great movie or something like that. So, but you're right. That is a great goal.
Anyway, so anything else you're thinking about? I know, guys, we would like to talk about this for 3 hours. Right? We have a 3-hour show about goals. I mean, really.
One more thing.
For you?
For me.
Yeah, because we don't want to reveal everything. So, guys, we got a lot of goals. Everybody got you too.
Yeah.
But we can't let the cat out the bag on a lot of things until we actually roll it out.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly. My goal is for everyone out there, if you have, something that you've been putting off, because of, whatever excuse that you have, just do it. Just start. Start.
Yeah.
Make that goal to start and understand it's a process.
So what you starting? Is that, because you were saying, what goal? Okay, were you getting to what the other thing, the other goal? Like what?
Well, I'm getting ready, one thing that I did start doing, I started working on my EP.
Now, what is the EP? That's the
EP for my music.
Okay, that's a extended play.
Yeah.
Okay.
EP.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's okay. I just had to tell you, it's an EP, guys.
Hey!
That I'm working on.
Another project.
We're looking at to release possibly the second quarter of this year, and I do have a video for my people, which came out. And it's now on all platforms, but we're getting ready probably between the week of MLK to the 1st of February.
Y'all, Black History Month is in full effect, y'all. It is coming.
We're going to premiere.
The birth of Martin Luther King Jr.
Yes.
We are celebrating, guys, in just a couple of days now. So
next Monday.
Happy birthday, Dr. King, early.
Happy
but
birthday.
You know what? We should say happy birthday to him every single day, just because of just what he changed, what he revealed, right?
Exactly.
If you think about all of his speeches, go back and you analyze them. We are living it. And it was something, like I said, he was a prophet. Like I absolutely think he was a modern day prophet, because many of the things that he talked about, he predicted. You know, we always talk about that.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. You know, he's definitely I consider him to be a 20th century prophet.
Yeah.
You know, most definitely. And you know, a lot of things that he, like you said, he discussed, that he talked about, has come to pass.
That's right.
And
still happening.
And just you know, definitely not dampening your voice. You know, if you see something that is wrong, or you see any kind of injustice, you know, he said the worst thing you can do is be silent. You know.
Yeah, because that means you're going along with the Proud Boys and Antifa.
Well,
did I say?
Well, you know, hey, look, all of these things, like I said, again, Studiosetstage out there. Remember that you do have a voice. Use it in the right way. And
silence means you agree with those dummies. Okay. All right. So let's just put it like that. Put it out there like that, guys. So so those are just some of our goals, and really just the main thing, you know, kicking off 2021. Exactly. We're focused on the baby steps. You know, we're focused. We've got the goal, right? But we just want to focus on what you can do every single day, or every hour, or whatever it is. You know, something that you can do. You know, maybe you are the next novelist, the next big novelist, you know, and, you know, you take your child to daycare, you know, you pick them up or whatever, put them in the bed, and then you write maybe a paragraph.
Yeah.
Or maybe you write just 2 sentences, baby steps.
Yeah. I mean, what can you do within the next 5 minutes after listening to, you know, this podcast, you know, seeing this video? What can you start doing within the next 5 minutes? Yeah. Think of it like that.
Yes, amen. So, guys, like I said, we're here to uplift, to spread some joy, because that's what we need.
Right.
To spread some stories. Like I said, pray for us, guys. Yeah. Pray for us. We want to remind you that we are at Studiosetstage.com, and we have a store.
Exactly.
And we've got all of your amazing favorite merchandise. You know, your cups, your shirts. Oh yeah.
Yes, we have the shirts. We have the cups. Yes, Studiosetstage.
That's right. That's right. And we're getting better and better with that also. So
exactly.
You got your store, launch it. You know, launch it. It may not be perfect, like you said earlier, but you'll learn. And like we are, we're just learning. But we do thank you for those of you who have patronized us, and we're so happy. Thank you for buying from us, visiting the store, and just supporting us. It just means so much. You know, you scratch my back, I scratch your back.
Yeah, it's definitely, guys. I mean, we appreciate it. You know, again, Studiosetstage.com.
Yeah.
You know, definitely check out the podcast. We're on the Apple Podcast. We're on Spotify. We're on Google Podcasts, radio.com, and again on YouTube. So, you know, and we appreciate all the feedback. Like, if you've checked us, if you listened, if you've heard anything from us, that automatically makes you a studio set stager.
It does. Exactly. It does. And like I said, we will continue to roll. Like I said, I know that Hollywood is opening a lot more projects or, you know, back to filming. Some are still in limbo just because of the pandemic. You know, we haven't talked about that much, just kicking off this show this time, because we did a lot of that in 2020. So yes, we are in the middle of the pandemic, you know, but you know what? We're not focused on that. Yes, we're going to follow all of the health officials. Yes, we're probably going to get the vaccine eventually. Yes, we are quarantining, we're going to do all that, but we're not going to consume ourselves with what's happening out here in the world, these outside forces, because we have so much to accomplish internally.
Exactly. And again, you know,
if we can do it,
you know, keep your goals, you know, at the center. Don't get distracted, guys. Keep pushing, you know, and that's what it's about. We're going to continue to keep pushing. Again, you know, this is the top of the year. You know, we intend to follow it through. You know, implementation, guys, is key. And, you know, let's just stay focused. I know it's tough.
It's tough.
But, hey, you have to stay the course.
You do. I just want to say shout outs to our pastor, Pastor Sammy Dow, First Lady Dr. Jacqueline Dow. They are the head of our spiritual community. And we thank you for that. We thank them for that. Get you somebody who can lead you in meditation, in worship. I mean, it changes, even in Studiosetstage, guys, it changes everything that you do. So I know a lot of people are like, I'm not really religious. You don't have to, you know, subscribe to any type of method of religion. You can just, like I said, you can worship, you can meditate your own way, but you need something that focuses you. Focus, you know, puts the focus there.
Keep your eyes on the prize, as they say. You know, a lot of things can pull you away. Can pull you from, you know, finding your purpose or realizing what you're supposed to be doing. You know, and it goes back to, you know, making sure that, you know, your mindset, you keep your mind right.
So focus, guys. Focus. And that is what we are about. And like I said, I'm kind of like burning up because I'm like, I really want to talk about some of these initiatives, but you know what? Some things you got to keep, you know, hush until they just absolutely roll out. But what a lot of you guys have been asking us for, and you've been asking me for, it's coming. So many of you are, since I said that, you know that you are some of the people who have asked me about doing something. That's coming. So
it's coming. It's coming.
I'm just slow, guys. I'm dragging, but that's no excuse. I'm trying my best to get to it. Even if I skip a day or skip a couple of days, just know I am working on it and praying my little heart out about it.
You know, life is fragile. You know, handle with prayer. And keep pushing.
Keep pushing, guys.
Pray hard, grind hard.
And listen, guys, if you have any guests that you can recommend, we are open to that too, especially if they fall within Studiosetstage. They really affect Studiosetstage and how we are working to stay in the business and continue to uplift. Shoot it to us, studiosetstage@gmail.com. Again, studiosetstage@gmail is where you can reach us.
Yes. And remember, check us out. Hit studiosetstage.com, you know, and also, you know, as far as IG, Studiosetstage, Facebook, Studiosetstage as well.
Follow us, guys. Follow us. We need you. Just subscribe.
Hit the thumbs up, guys.
Exactly. Especially on our YouTube, guys. We need you just please subscribe, okay? You get this content. You get a lot of our tutorials that we do. Media Mondays, Thespian Thursdays, Music Business 101. It's worth it. It's worth it for you to subscribe and actually get it, and then to miss out on the tidbits that you're getting from professionals. Okay. All right. So listen, love you guys. We are back again next Wednesday. Can't wait for the next episode. I hope you can't wait to, and I hope you meet us right back here for Studiosetstage. For Marq Dean.
Yes.
I'm Cynthia Mallard. Studiosetstage, guys, next week.
Take care.